Go ahead.
Okay, when it comes to any sort of personal homophobia, it's not, it hasn't been too terrible as it could be. I feel like I was raised in a very religious household from my mom's side of the family, so it wasn't necessarily that, and I don't feel like I grew up super judgmental or opinionated anyway. It was just, I didn't necessarily agree with it, and it wasn't that I loved people less or hated them for their sexuality, but I was also very sheltered as a time, so I may not have hung out with them when I was younger, but when I was in school and I had gay friends, it didn't bother me, and I knew people that, you know, went to the church that I went to that were gay, so I've always been fairly comfortable with my own, like, maybe personal, any sort of homophobic tendencies. I don't feel like I had some, except what I used to think what bisexuality was, which was just a very generalized, basic statement of me saying that, oh, it's just because you can't decide, or you're actually gay, which is totally biased and wrong. I know that now because I am bisexual. And I didn't really know anything about it when I was younger. When I said that, I was probably like 12 or something. I was a know-it-all and a smartass and really annoying when I was younger because I knew way too much for my own good. So now I feel like I get a lot of third-party homophobic comments that automatically irritate me to no end because it's not fair, it's not right, it's very narrow-minded, and I can't stand narrow-mindedness. I feel like I've had my own portion, like my good helping of prejudice in that dispense, and I mean in that kind of just prejudice, narrow-minded tendencies is very rude. There have been times where, oh, you're a black girl and you can enunciate your vowels, I can't believe it, you're so white, and things like that. And it's like, oh, I used to live in a country and I had a country accent, and I moved to Atlanta, and everybody's ghetto is all get out, and they're so cliquey and narrow-minded because they don't know anything else. This is how everybody acts around them. So like I've been ostracized because I didn't hang out with them or didn't want to do stuff that they wanted to do, which I didn't really care about. I mean, when I was younger, it bothered me because I didn't. I guess I wasn't a part of the group, but not so much in a way that I felt like I needed to become ghetto, you know what I mean? Like to take on that personality that wasn't me. So now I feel like I run into a lot of rude comments from people. There was this one drunk guy in Ybor one time that I ended up spending like an hour with inadvertently because I was with my friends, and they're like, oh, they want to buy us pizza, so let's go and get pizza with them. And it was this drunk guy, and he's like, oh, everybody's a lesbian until they get a dick inside them. He made some incredibly offensive comment, and I was like, we're not associating ourselves with these guys, right? And we tried to get rid of them as soon as we could, but it was incredibly rude. He said something really stupid and sexist, and if anything, I man-hate sometimes because I can't stand pushy, aggressive personalities that feel like they can just throw their opinions on people. So I'm very, I don't know, like adamant about that subject, but I don't know. I could go on forever about that. So I feel like there are a lot of third-party scenarios that I end up hearing about or may have been inadvertently part of, but I really like being a part of the solution and promoting education and being a part of organizations that help educate people. Because I feel like just with a little knowledge, a lot of people would be a lot less